doesn't slip out on you. I mean, not the roof, the ladder. Let's see what we got going on over here. Okay, and as you can see here, again, I don't want to touch it because it's wet, but look at all this granule. That granule loss, I'm hoping you can see it. But it is just caking all over these gutters. If you got a gutter cleaning crew, for my homeowners out there, ask them, do you see a lot of granules just like piled up in the gutter? If so, that means those granules are coming from somewhere, and that is your shingles. So if they're in the gutter, they're not protecting the shingles. That means the shingles are degrading and not necessarily protecting your roof. So, I mean, some granule loss is normal, absolutely normal. It's normal wear and tear over the years. But if you got something caked up like this, like look at this, you got literally mountains of it. Something you want to pay attention to. Roof could be perfectly fine. Just pay attention to it. All right, see what kind of pitch we talking about around these parts. Hey, ain't nothing but a little 10, 12 on the side. Easy peasy. Over here, a little 6 action. Nice. First thing I like to do is just get my bearings. Let's check out the entire roofing structure. I can see some wind crease damaged shingles already. Ooh, that one's gonna be fun. Might have to use my pitch hopper to climb down that one. Or I might be able to use the Ridge Pro. Typically the north facing slopes are more healthy than the rest of the facing slopes because it doesn't get that much weather and sun. Wind crease damaged shingles, easy peasy. Let's go ahead and start marking up. I don't know, I think I'll be getting a Maverick. Once the business starts doing well enough and the business can afford a company vehicle, Maverick's gonna be the one that I go for. Practical guy, you know. Don't get me wrong, love the big trucks. They look cool. What guy doesn't like a big truck? I can't ever picture myself spending that kind of money on a truck. And then not only that, you spend all that money on a truck and then you're spending thousands and thousands a year on fuel. So I can't picture myself doing that. Not me. But who knows, we'll see. Then again, I might just stick with the Hyundai. It's a good little car. Does everything I needed to do. I think I need to change out my paws, my pads. Been slipping too much lately. That's not fun. Take a look. What kind of wind we can find. Now you can see it being darker, it's going to be a lot harder to find wind damage. I'm sure it's here. It's just hard to see. Again, that's why I don't like these inspections when the roof's a little damp. It's just harder to find all the damage. But this entire week there's going to be rain and just overcast. It's going to be cloudy all day. Just annoying, but we will keep on going. Walking a roof, listen, I was terrified. I'm still terrified of walking. I am not the best roof climber around for sure. I've only been climbing for about, I would say, what, 3 months now, 4 months, something like that. But one thing that I will harp on, just stick this in your head: safety is number one. Safety is always number one. So if you're not comfortable climbing a roof, don't climb it. It's all right. Take a drone up there. Just don't climb it. Get your safety equipment. Do not climb a roof without some paws. If you ain't got no paws, it's against the law to climb. Look at this. Okay, so check this out. See how hard that is to find? You gotta look like super close to try to find that. Ridiculous. There it is. Bang, bang. Found you, sucker. 2 down yonder. 1 above that other pipe over Hizzle. Gotcha, son of a gun. And bang, bang. Ooh, there we go. I'm curious, anybody watching, what's the most stupid vehicle purchase you ever made? I'm talking about just dumb. Just like you bought it, you liked it for a month or so, and you're like, oh man, what did I get myself into? I heard there's a lot of folks paying a lot of money on some ridiculous interest rates right now on some cars. So me, I've always tried to pay for my vehicles cash. I've never had really nice vehicles. I mean, I had one van for my previous business. I had a fitness studio, had a van. That thing got totaled on the highway on a crash, in a crash. But that was like my only new car. It was a van. But everything else, after that, I bought like a $1,400, $1,200 Saturn Ion. Didn't even have AC in it. Imagine driving in Atlanta, 75, 85, stuck in deadlock traffic with no AC. Ridiculous. The reason why I didn't have AC is because it was from Canada. It was a Canada import. I had no idea that cars in Canada didn't have to have AC. Which, I mean, it makes sense when it's snowing half the year and you're living next to polar bears. I guess, you know, there's no need for AC. All right, going down to change out the pads because these are worn out. It's time. I'll mark this one up. It probably won't get counted, but it's creased. Got to get the pads changed out since they're worn out. And then I need to get this, I need to use that up there, which is going to be kind of sketch because I'm using it for the base of the ladder, but I got to do what I got to do. Let's go ahead and get down, change out these powel pads. When it comes to climbing and the cougar fall, you got to trust your equipment. First time you climb, it's going to feel super weird and awkward, and it's going to feel like you're going to fall, but trust your equipment. But you also have to be responsible with your equipment as well. Change out your pads when the time comes. Yes, it's an annoying expense, sucks, but you got to be responsible because what's $30, $40 versus falling and breaking your ankle and not being able to work? That's not worth it either. So bang bang, easy peasy. Oh yeah, that feel real nice. Look at that. All right. Bang, bang. Okay. Get my Ridge Pro. Get that over the shoulder boulder. And away we go. Back up the ladder. Yeah, so I know a lot of people are getting into the roofing game. A lot of people are getting into the public adjusting game. And climbing a roof is one of those things. I know when I first started, I scoured YouTube to try to find tips and tricks on how to set up a ladder, how to safely climb a roof, all of that, right? So main thing is just take your time. You're not here to impress anybody with your climbing abilities. If you're a public adjuster, you know, don't worry about being super slow and taking your time. You got a family to go home to. Be patient and you'll learn. That shit, I'm still learning. I'm definitely still learning. All right, so let's get this sucker up first. Then we'll come back down for the pitch hopper. I'm gonna stop by Preferred Roofing Supply later this afternoon and get me another pitch hopper. A little baby one. Because what I'm about to do is kind of sketch. I don't like kind of sketch. Here I'm trying to preach safety first. And then I'm doing something that's not necessarily safe. All right. I don't like that. I don't like it, boss. Alright, whatever. Let's go. God be with me. As long as we go nice and slow, we should be okay. The dismounting and getting back off, that's the most, dismounting and mounting the roof, that's the most dangerous. So and good. Oh, that was ugly mount, ugly looking mount, but we're up and we're safe. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and knock out this one right over here first on this side. Oh yeah, pads feel way nicer now. So this is I think a 9. Is it 9? Let's see here. It's a 10. 10, 12. Not super bad, but what I'm gonna do, just for extra safety precaution, again, this isn't perfect, but I'm up here alone. If I was here with, you know, an inspector or a partner, I would have somebody sit right here on the ridge. But I'm here alone, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to unhook this puppy over here. I'm gonna hook this one up over here. Let's see if it even reaches. Let's see. Again, not the smartest thing in the world, but if I keep it just as a backup, I think that's more of a, you know, mental safety thing. Let's see here. Nah, I don't think that's gonna work. I'm testing it out right now with my paws. Even with the new pads, it's slipping. So that ain't gonna work. What I'll do is I'll count these up. I'll mark what I can reach just over the edge. Right there. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. What else we got? We got that one right there. 2 right there. I mean, damn. Like I said, if I had a partner with me, somebody would sit right there. We'd go down it. No problemo. But I don't. So I'm gonna get real gangster with it. Get on my belly welly. Bang. So gangster, my car alarm went off. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, then 5. Sounds good. So what I'm gonna do is go over here. This is left side. Let's count up what we have on the back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Back 8. Wind. And I like to go over how many turtle vents, pipe boots, all that stuff's here. So 1, 2, 3, 4 pipe boot. So 4 turtle vent. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bang, bang. Easy peasy. See what we have on the front. All right, so front 10 wind. Okay, I'm gonna call this the left gable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fair enough. Gable 6 wind. But yeah, so this is a perfect example where I had a game plan. I acted on the game plan. During the game plan, I reassessed. Don't be afraid to reassess. All right, it's not worth your life, trust me. So let's see what we've got going on over here. What kind of damages? This is gonna be nice because we've got the Ridge Pro here. So easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I'm gonna put this Ridge Pro right over here down yonder. So beautiful 10, 12, easy peasy. Ain't nothing but a thigh. Oh. See what we got going on. Now with the Ridge Pro, you want to make sure you keep downward pressure. Don't go flippy floppy up and down like this. Downward pressure straight down. So so that the Ridge Pro can do its job and connect to the ridge like a pro. Like the pro it says it is. Boom, you see? This is why I like climbing down, because you can actually see the damages. Beautiful wind right there. Let's see what else we got up in this piece. I love climbing roofs and inspecting. It's like you're a detective, you know what I mean? You gotta try to find all the damages, all the little clues. Here we go, right there. I hate when it's dark like this though. It's so hard to see. You gotta literally be right on top of it to see the damage, which sucks. It makes my job a little harder. But we'll keep on rolling. Let's keep going. Is that rain? No, that's my sweat. Dang, I got scared for a second. I thought it was gonna rain on me. But that's just sweat equity, baby. I'm not seeing any more down here, but I could be missing it. Wish I had like special powers where, oh, there's one. I think there's one right there. You hear all those granules? I think that's one right there. That's a reach. Oh, okay. All right. Chat, help me out. What do you see? You guys got the eyes. Let me know in the comment down below what you see, and I'll mark it up. Wouldn't that be great? Eventually we'll do these live and the chat just lets us know where the damage is. Oh man, you guys can all be my inspector assistants. All right, I think that's it over here. So let's go ahead and climb up. Remember, rope, downward forces. None of this hoop-de-loop-de-doop-dop. Downward force, climb up. I like to grab right down here, push down, grab the ridge like a pro. Let's keep going, going, going. Bam, connected like a pro. And let's go down. See what we can find up in these parts. Down yonder. What is that? Just some mechanical wear and tear. There's definitely not a lot of widespread damage here. Insurance carriers for sure going to issue a repair. However, I doubt this roof is repairable. I believe it's close to 18 years old on a 20-year 3-tab in the state of Georgia, with the Georgia heat baking this roof. I doubt this puppy's gonna be repairable, but you never know. Sometimes you get on an old roof and me and my partner are like, oh yeah, this is not gonna be repairable whatsoever. That's a blister. It's not gonna be repairable whatsoever. We'll do the ATR and it comes back repairable. And we're like, what the heck? What happened? So, you know, I always set the proper expectations to my contractors, to my homeowners. Like, we'll test for repairability. We definitely will, but sometimes the outcome is that the roof's repairable. It happens. And if that's the case, that means insurance did the right job by issuing a repair. So, you know, sometimes they do the right thing. Sometimes we side with the insurance company if it's repairable. So, but a lot of times, especially with these 20-year 3-tabs, no way. A lot of times they are not repairable whatsoever. And you see that nail popping right through that shingle. All right, what else we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there's one more somewhere over there in the dark abyss, which I'm not going to be climbing because it's a little scary over there. And there's nothing to hook up to. 6 wind. Perfection. And that's how it's done. Oh, you know what? What I didn't see is over here down yonder. Come on, chat. Why didn't you tell me to look over here? Got me looking like a straight fool. Ah, that's why you didn't tell me. Because there's nothing here. All right, easy peasy. Nothing to write up over here. Let's go. So this one's done. Inspector's gonna come up in a little bit, write everything up, and take it from there again. Just looking at the shingles, like this is not even manipulation of the shingles, but just slight rubbing of the shingles. Like, look at that. Those granules are really bad. There's no way. This is still sealed. there's no way when we do an attempt to repair on this shingle here that this is not going to cause catastrophic creasing to the surrounding shingles. It's impossible. There's no way. This roof is toast. I mean, look at the fibers here. Yeah, that's normal wear and tear. Insurance doesn't cover normal wear and tear, inherent vice, just the aging of the roof. But if they issue a repair, they do spot repairs to all these wind damaged shingles, which is covered. Wind is a covered peril on your insurance policy. They cover the wind damaged shingles, and they're saying, okay, well, Mr. and Mrs. Homeowner, we're going to pay for however many shingles are up here. What is it, like 30? Whatever it is. We'll pay for 30 shingles spot repair. When your contractor comes up and tries to do that spot repair, these shingles are 3 tabs. So 1, 2, and 3. The shingle is actually nailed underneath 2 layers of shingles. So there's nails up here, there's nails up here. And there should be like 4 or 5. It just depends on the manufacturer guidelines. But the contractor is going to have to go in, release the seal, first of all, then remove all the nails from the first row above, then all the nails on the second row above. All that manipulation and moving of the shingle is going to cause creasing to form. Like, look, this right here is just my finger. And there's already creasing damage forming right there. You see that? Imagine manipulating the shingle, breaking the seal, lifting it up to find the nail, removing the nail, removing the damaged shingle, putting a new shingle in, lifting up the shingle to hammer a new nail in. It's going to be catastrophic damage. So what happens is that row of shingles gets damaged. That means you have to replace that one. And then this row of shingles gets damaged, that you have to replace that one, and you keep going. And then you hit the ridge. But it's going to be a repairability battle. They're going to issue a repair. I will almost guarantee it. They'll issue a repair. And it's interesting because, as you can see, the neighbors, looks like they've gotten new roof approved. That neighbor got a new roof approved. The other one, looks like actually every single neighbor down this line, right over here, if you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think on the 7th one, it's still the original roof. There's 7 down there. 8 over there that's got approved. 9. You can tell by all the 30-year laminate shingles that you see here, the roof looks newish. And then right here on this side too, looks like they got approved for a new roof as well. So this neighborhood right here, look over there too, bam, bam. This neighborhood's got to be at least, you know, getting close to 20 years old. You got these 20-year 3 tabs that are past its life expectancy. You got wind damage, it's not repairable, so we'll see. I'm gonna go to mark everything up, take our photos, and down we go. Took my close-up photos for my photo report. It's time to wrap it up and head on to the next one. That's a fun roof to climb. Not that bad. Just the sides here, a little more difficult, but wasn't too terribly horrible. Go ahead and clean up, gather our supplies, we'll head on home. So you guys will bear witness. Of course, I had to use this pitch hopper because of my first initial plan that did not go well. So bear witness if I end up falling and this ladder slips off. Hopefully not. I will be heading to Preferred Roofing Supply to get that new pitch hopper. Not bad at all. And go slow. Go slow, take your time. It ain't a race. It ain't a race. Look at all that granules. All caked up. Que cochino. Okay. Get the little pitch hopper, the big boy. I'm gonna get the small one. Alright. Now, we just do the inverse of what we did to set up the double pull. Clean up the ladder. The chopper comes down. Go ahead and grab this. Put it around the shoulder boulders. Down we go. I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting kind of hungry. We'll be eating soon. See what my beautiful wife packed me. Some poverty sandwiches. PB&Js, but here's the difference between my poverty sandwiches and yours. Mine were made with love. Make sure I don't hit the gutters. Bang, bang. Beautiful. Put that over my shoulder boulders. Disconnect our safety bungees. And down we go. That's not the safest thing, climbing a ladder without both hands free. But as long as you have one hand on the ladder, that's the most important. See some of the guys climbing up like a bat out of hell. Which is pretty gangster, I'm not gonna lie. Let's put these on because it is wet out. Got some fresh paw pads. I do not want to get them damp for the next one. Bridge Pro back inside. Nice. And pitch hopper back inside. Beautiful. Boom, so perfect. Got my pitch hopper ready to go from my friends over at Preferred Roofing Supply. Shout out to them. They're always happy smiling faces, great customer service. But yeah, so the reason why I got this is perfect. This is the big boy, 32 inches, I think. That's the big boy right there, which is great for double pull. So when you're putting up the ladder, like on the last inspection, the double pull so the ladder doesn't slip out on you. But if you're doing a double pull, then that means you don't have a pitch hopper for climbing the rest of the roof, which is no fun. So this right here, I love how pitch hopper does their packaging. No waste, just a simple triangle. Beautiful, look at this. So this is the 24 inch, bang, bang. So I've got the big boy for double pull, and then the little one for actually like climbing up on ladder, on roofs and scaling roofs and stuff like that. And plus, this is easier to handle. This is easier to handle when you're going up on the roof. You know, one hand on the ladder, one hand on the pitch hopper. This thing over here, oh, it's light. Oh yeah, feels good. Look how fresh that looks. Versus this has seen some battle. Look at that. This has seen some battle, my friends. Oh yeah, much better. Let's go ahead and put that in there. I lucked out, my inspection was super close to Preferred. So it's like 5 minutes down the road. Amazing. Let's go ahead and lock in, and I'm gonna head to the next inspection.